wake up in the middle of the night. Your heart races, your eyes open wide. It's not a bad dream that woke you. It's that voice in your head saying, "You're running out of time." What if the thing that makes you try to use every minute is the same thing that's stealing those minutes from you? The clock says 3:17 a.m. Another day almost gone. You pick up your phone and start scrolling. Someone your age just started a business. Someone younger wrote a book. Someone else is traveling to their 15th country this year. And there it is again, that question that haunts you in the dark. What have you done today that matters? The fear doesn't just come at night. It's there in normal moments, standing in line for coffee, sitting in traffic, or during a boring meeting. Your mind starts counting. 37 minutes here. What could I have done instead? You've made all these systems. Apps to track your time, schedules blocked out by the hour, boards with your goals pinned up, lists of things to do before you die, 5-year plans. You try to measure how much your life is worth by what you achieve, what you experience, how you affect others. But the fear stays. It grows stronger. Because deep down, you think something awful might be true. No amount of planning can fix this. The finish line keeps moving away as you run toward it. Your life has become like a list of moments you need to check off. And the list never feels complete. The sad part? In your desperate attempt not to waste life, you've made it harder to actually live it. You didn't even see that sunset last week. You were too busy listening to a podcast about being more productive, playing at double speed. You missed what your old friend was really saying because you were thinking about all the tasks waiting for you. This is the hidden cost of your need to make everything count. You're so focused on making the most of life that you miss experiencing it. You quit hobbies as soon as you realize you won't become amazing at them or make money from them. Doing things just for fun feels like a luxury you can't afford in a life that needs to matter. Even your vacations have strict schedules to squeeze in as many experiences as possible. When was the last time you did absolutely nothing without feeling bad about it? Drop a fire emoji if this hits you hard. Take a breath. The most painful truth? This constant measuring has cut you off from yourself. You've become like a harsh boss to your own soul. Who are you in the quiet moments when you're not getting anything done? Do you even know anymore? This fear, this worry about wasting life, has roots in the past, but it's much stronger today than ever before. The Roman philosopher Seneca wrote almost 2,000 years ago, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." He saw the difference between a life that is short and one that is just scattered. "Life is long enough," he said, "and it has been given in sufficiently generous measure to allow the accomplishment of the very greatest things if the whole of it is well invested." The key words, well invested, not frantically maximized, not constantly optimized, just well invested. Your obsession with not wasting time is the biggest time waster of all. What would Seneca think of how we live today? He'd be shocked at how we've turned this ancient worry into an industry. We've created a marketplace where experiences and achievements are things to be collected, photographed, shared, and measured for impact. Think about how we talk about time. We don't simply use time, we spend it, invest it, waste it, save it, or lose it. Our words show the truth. We don't see time as life anymore. We see it as money. The philosopher Heidegger talked about humans as beings toward death. Knowing we will die shapes how we live. But this knowledge was meant to help us see what truly matters, not create a panicked race against time. What's new today is how we've turned this fear into systems, numbers, content, money, and let tech companies use it against us. Social media didn't just make you compare yourself more. It made you compare yourself to everyone. Take another moment here. You're no longer measuring your life against just your neighbors or friends, but against the most amazing outliers from billions of people. The most productive, the most adventurous, the ones making the biggest impact. Today, we face an impossible standard: to be extraordinary in a world where extraordinary things are constantly shown to us. Like a hiker so focused on reaching the top that they never look up to see how beautiful the mountain is. You've mixed up tracking the journey with feeling the journey. The Greeks had two words for time: chronos, time you can measure with a clock, and kairos, the perfect moment. We've gotten really good at measuring time, but forgotten how to feel the moment. Let's look closer at this fear, this terror of the unlived life, this need to make it count. What drives it? What feeds it? At its heart, the fear of wasting life comes from three basic human truths. We know we will die. Our time has an end. We need our lives to matter. We want meaning. We compare ourselves to others. We measure our lives against theirs. None of these are new. What's new is the world in which these old human needs now exist. You're living in a system that makes money directly from your worry about significance. The more you worry about wasting life, the more productivity content you watch, the more experiences you buy, the more you post about your achievements. Your fear makes money for other people. Meet the bad guy in this story, the significance merchant. The significance merchant shows up as the hustle culture guru saying sleep is for the weak, as the lifestyle influencer whose perfect adventures make normal life seem wasteful, as the success coach selling the secret formula to an amazing life. But the most powerful significance merchant lives in your own head. The voice that keeps asking, is this enough? Are you enough? Will this matter? This voice breaks into your moments of peace. You're walking in nature, briefly lost in wonder, when it whispers, should you be posting this? Think of the inspiring content you could make. You're enjoying a book when it interrupts. Is this book teaching you useful skills? Could you be reading something better? You're thinking about changing to a job that brings more joy but less status, and it demands. But will you make a difference? Will you reach your full potential? The worst part? This voice makes all rest, play, and joy seem like wasted time. Creating a life where only working hard counts as living. Pause and think about this question. What if the obsession itself is the waste? The Dr. Viktor Frankl noticed, happiness must happen, and success must happen too. You have to let it happen by not caring about it so much. Think about this new way of seeing things. Being fully present is never a waste. Any moment you fully experience, whether it's productive or not, is a moment not wasted. The parent sitting with their child, doing nothing but being together, is not wasting life. The artist creating without worry about the result is not wasting life. The friend who listens without an agenda is not wasting life. The person who rests without feeling guilty is not wasting life. You don't owe constant significance. Say it again. You don't owe constant significance. One more time. Let this sink deep into your bones. You don't owe constant significance. This doesn't mean giving up on purpose or meaningful goals. It means breaking free from the pressure to always be optimizing. It means understanding that significance happens naturally from being present, not from frantically collecting proof of a life well lived. The quality of your attention decides the quality of your life, not how much you achieve. When you shift from making it count to making it matter, where mattering means depth of experience rather than measurable outcomes, something big changes. The pressure starts to melt away. The present moment opens up. Life becomes less about performing and more about experiencing. The change is small but powerful. Moving from, "I must leave my mark to prove I should exist," to, "I express my existence through what truly matters to me." It's time to face the identity you've built around this fear. The achiever, the optimizer, the bucket list collector, the meaning maker who can't rest. This identity feels like protection. It promises that if you just do enough, experience enough, contribute enough, you'll be safe from regret, from feeling small, from wasting your one precious life. But it's a false promise, an exhausting act, a mask that's becoming stuck to your face. Who would you be without the constant pressure to justify your existence through achievement or experience? Your worth exists no matter what you accomplish. Read that again. Your worth exists no matter what you accomplish. The saddest part of the making it count obsession is how it creates conditional self-love. "I'll be worthy when" becomes the unspoken rule. I'll be worthy when I start the business, write the book, reach the goal, change enough lives. But worthiness isn't earned. It just is. Your existence itself is the miracle, not what you do with it. What if you've been asking the wrong question all along? Not, "Am I making my life count?" but "Am I truly present for my life?" Take a moment to ask yourself, what are you really afraid would happen if you stopped measuring your life's value? The uncomfortable truth. You've gotten hooked on potential rather than presence. The future has taken over your present. Tomorrow's possibilities have covered up today's realities. Who taught you that who you are is less valuable than who you might become? The bucket lists, the vision boards, the 5-year plans. These aren't bad by themselves. They become problems when they change from tools to help you into evidence for a trial, where you must prove your life wasn't wasted. Your fear of wasting life is wasting your life. Let that sink in. Really feel it. Your fear of wasting life is actively wasting your life. The sad irony is that in your desperate attempt to avoid looking back with regret, you've created a life full of regret. One where being present is always sacrificed for optimization, where the joy is always put off until after achievement, where rest always comes with guilt. What if the truly wasted life is the unlived one? Not unlived because you didn't achieve enough, but unlived because you were never fully there for it. The psychologist Carl Jung warned, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." Your unconscious belief that your worth must be earned through significance is controlling your life, deciding your choices, feeding your anxieties. It's time to make it conscious, to see it clearly, to decide if this is truly how you want to live. There is another way. It doesn't mean giving up on ambition or purpose. It means changing your relationship to them. It starts with this simple act. Choose presence over potential, just for today. Experience without judging. Rest without justifying. play without purpose. Not forever, but as a powerful act of taking yourself back. The path beyond this fear isn't about giving up on meaningful action. It's about changing what drives it. From not enough to abundance, from fear to love, from proving to expressing. Imagine seeing your life not as a limited resource to be optimized, but as an ongoing expression of who you are. Not something to be spent wisely, but something to be experienced fully. This shift doesn't happen through new productivity systems or achievement strategies. It happens through practicing a different relationship with the present moment. Start with small, deliberate acts of presence. When you eat, just eat, without scrolling, planning, or doing other things at the same time. Notice how different it feels. When you're with someone, be fully with them, not thinking about what to say next or what's next on your to-do list. When you rest, truly rest, without the story that you must earn this downtime or that you'll make up for it later. Remember, significance often comes from the very moments you thought didn't count. The conversation you didn't plan, the detour you didn't schedule, the quiet morning you almost filled with busy work. Life isn't just about what you accomplish before you die. It's about how fully you live before you die. The fear of wasting life comes from a deep love for life itself, knowing how precious it is. This is beautiful, but this love gets twisted when filtered through the lens of scarcity and measurement. What if you put that same deep love into being present rather than keeping score? The question changes from, am I doing enough with my life? To, am I fully showing up for my life? From, is this moment productive? To, is this moment real? From, will this count in the end? To, does this matter now? This isn't about lowering your goals. Strangely, when you let go of the desperate grip on significance, you often find yourself doing more meaningful work, having more impact, and experiencing more joy. Because these come naturally from presence rather than from frantic striving. The answer isn't found in doing more or less. It's found in a basic shift of awareness, from life as performance to life as experience. The ancient wisdom traditions called this many things: enlightenment, salvation, awakening. Today, we might simply call it freedom. Freedom from the constant self-judging. Freedom to be fully human in each moment. This freedom is available to you right now, not after you accomplish more, not after you optimize further. Now, in the comments below, make this oath to yourself. I release the measurement. These simple words hold so much power. They take back your life from the metrics of productivity and impact. They give you permission to experience without constant evaluation. I release the measurement. Write it below as a promise to yourself. If this look at life's meaning beyond measurement connected with you, this is just the start of a deeper journey. The next video will explore the freedom of being ordinary. The surprising power that comes when you embrace being normal in a world obsessed with standing out. We'll look at how the pressure for significance connects to deeper wounds, and how healing those wounds creates natural purpose without the desperate striving. You'll discover simple practices for presence that ancient wisdom traditions have used for centuries to fight the very modern anxiety we've explored today. This work of taking your life back from measurement isn't a one-time choice. It's an ongoing practice, a daily reset, a moment-by-moment decision. If you're ready to continue this journey of transformation, hit subscribe now and click the notification bell. Each video builds on the one before, creating not just content to watch, but a path to follow. In the end, maybe what we fear isn't wasting life, but facing it. In all its ordinary glory, its everyday beauty, its imperfect wholeness. Maybe the obsession with making it count is really just our attempt to bargain with how light and fleeting life is. To give weight and structure to something that goes beyond measurement. The truth whispers in the spaces between achievements, in the quiet moments between strivings. You were never meant to be extraordinary in everything. You were meant to be fully, completely human. There is deep dignity in an ordinary life, fully lived. In the garden, tended without an audience. In the kindness offered without posting about it. In the morning, coffee enjoyed without rushing. Tonight, when you find yourself awake at 3:17 a.m., haunted by time passing, try asking a different question. Not, am I making it count? But, am I here for it? All of it. The amazing and the mundane, the productive and the pointless, the big and the small. This is not giving up. This is revolution. Because when you release the measurement, you don't make your life smaller. You finally begin to truly live it.